Welcome to the spoken tutorial on common editing and printing functions in LibreOffice Draw. In this tutorial, you will learn how to set margins for the draw page, insert page numbers, date and time, undo and redo actions, rename a page, and print a page. Here we are using Ubuntu Linux version 10.04 and LibreOffice Suite version 3.3.4. Let's open the water cycle and select the page that has the water cycle diagram. Let's set page margins for this drawing. Why are page margins necessary? Page margins determine the space within which the objects will be placed inside a page. For example, we may need to print the drawing and file it. Margins ensure that there is adequate space on the sides, so that a part of the figure is not cut or hidden when we print it. Let's set page margins and then print the water cycle drawing. Let's say the paper size that we use to print this diagram is not the standard size. It has a width of 20 centimeters and a height of 20 centimeters. It also requires a bottom margin of 1.5 centimeters. To set these measurements, from the main menu, select Format and click Page. The Page Setup dialog box appears. Select the Page tab. In the Width field, enter the value 20 and in the Height field, 20. Under the Margins, in the bottom field, enter 1.5. To the right, you will see a preview of the draw page. This preview displays the changes made to the draw page. Click OK. How does the drawing look? It spills out of the page. This also means that a part of the drawing will be lost when it is printed. You must ensure that the drawings are always within the margins. When you draw, no part of the drawing spills out of the margin. Therefore, it is a good practice to set up the page margins before you begin your drawing. Again, from the main menu, select Format and click Page. The Page Setup dialog box appears. Click on the Page tab. Click the Format drop-down list and select A4. This is the original margin that we had set. Click OK. The drawing is placed within the margins. You can also access the Page Setup dialog box from the Draw page by right-clicking on the page and using the context menu. Let's click Cancel and exit the dialog box. Now let us insert page numbers, date, time, and the author's name. Let us select the page with the water cycle diagram and insert a page number. Go to the main menu, select Insert and click Fields. The list of fields is displayed. Fields contain values that are automatically generated by Draw. We simply have to insert a field and the value generated by Draw. Let us click on Page Number. A text box with the number 1 is inserted on the Draw page. Let's adjust the size of this text box and make it a little smaller. Now, let us drag the box and place it at the bottom right corner of the page. To move the number box smoothly, select the number box and press the Shift key. Now, let's move it further down. Let's check if the next number has been inserted on page 2 of this draw file. It does not have a page number. The page number is inserted only in the page where we inserted the field. Now, let's learn how to change the page number format. From the main menu, click on Format and select Page. The Page Setup dialog box appears. Click on the Page tab. Under the Layout settings, select Format. From the drop-down list, select A, B, C. Click OK. The page numbering has changed from 1, 2, 3 to A, B, C. Likewise, you can change it to any format. Let's learn how to insert date and time fields. You can also insert date and time stamps on your draw page. You can do so by clicking on Insert and Fields. One is date fixed and time fixed. The other is date variable and time variable. The date fixed and time fixed options insert the current date and time. These date and time values will not be updated. The date variable and the time variable options, on the other hand, are automatically updated as and when you open the file. Let's insert the time variable here. Now, let us drag the box and place it above the page number at the bottom right corner of the page. The time inserted will be updated to the current time whenever you open the draw page. Let us now enter the name of the author who has created this file. Here we shall set up the author's name on page 1 as Teacher A.B. So let's go to page 1. Go to the main menu, select Tools and click Options. The Options dialog box appears. In the Options dialog box, click on LibreOffice and then click on User Data. On the right-hand side of the dialog box, you can enter the user data information. You can enter the details here as per your requirements. In the first, last name and initials, let's enter the text Teacher A and B respectively. Click OK. Now, from the main menu, click Insert, select Fields and click Author. The name Teacher AB is inserted in a text box. Let's drag this box and place it just above the time field at the bottom right corner of the draw page. Now, what if we want to remove the fields we have inserted in the draw page? Simply select the text box and press Delete key. Let's delete the field author name. And what if we want to undo this action? Simple. You can undo any action by pressing Ctrl and Z keys together. The action that was last executed, that is, the deletion of the author field, is undone. The field is visible again. We can undo or redo actions from the main menu too. From the main menu, select Edit and click Redo. The author's name is no longer visible. Let's press the Ctrl plus Z keys and undo all the field insertions we made. You can also use shortcut keys from the keyboard for the undo and redo commands. Press the Ctrl and Z keys together to undo an action. Press the Ctrl and Y keys together to redo an action. Pause this tutorial and do this assignment. Change the author's name and save it. Now add 2 more arrows to the page. Insert a page number and date on page 2. Now undo and redo the last 5 actions. Check if the undo and redo options undo all the actions or if some actions cannot be undone. Let's name this page Water Cycle Slide. Select the slide in the Pages pane, right-click and select Rename Page. The Rename Slide dialog box appears. In the name field, let us enter the name Water Cycle Slide. Click OK. Now, let's place the cursor over this page. Can you see the name Water Cycle Slide displayed here? It is a good practice to assign a name that is relevant to the page. Now, let's set printing options and print the water cycle diagram. In the main menu, click File, then click Print. The Print dialog box appears. To know about the settings under General and Options tabs, please see the tutorial on viewing and printing documents in the LibreOffice Writer series. On the left side, you will see the Page Preview area. The right side of the Print dialog box comprises 4 tabs: General, LibreOffice Draw, Page Layout Options. Let's look at the options specific to LibreOffice Draw. Click on the LibreOffice Draw tab. Let's check the boxes, page name and date and time. This will print the page name, date and time along with the drawing. Let's select original colors and fit to printable page to print the drawing. Click on Print to print the water cycle drawing from your computer. If you have configured your printer correctly, then your drawing should begin printing now. This brings us to the end of this tutorial on LibreOffice Draw. In this tutorial, you have learned how to set margins for the draw page and how to insert page numbers, date and time, to undo and redo actions, rename a page, and print a page. Here is an assignment for you. Insert 2 more pages. Set different margins for each page and print the label and the invitation that you created in the previous tutorial. Insert the field page count in each of these pages and observe what happens. Watch the video available at the following link. It summarizes the spoken tutorial project. If you do not have good bandwidth, you can download and watch it. The Spoken Tutorial team conducts workshops using spoken tutorials, gives certificates for those who pass an online test. For more details, please write to contact@spoken-tutorial.org. Spoken Tutorial Project is a part of the Talk to a Teacher project. It is supported by the National Mission on Education through ICT MHRD, Government of India. More information on this mission is available at spoken-tutorial.org/nmeict-intro. This tutorial has been contributed by Desi Crew Solutions Private Limited. Thanks for joining.